Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a concept that affects all of us, whether we realize it or not: voluntary slavery. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle, working hard, buying things, chasing goals, but never truly feeling fulfilled? What if I told you there's a reason for that? Voluntary slavery isn't about physical chains. It's about mental and emotional bonds that keep us tied to systems, habits, and desires we didn't even choose ourselves. But here's the good news. Once you understand how it works, you can break free. Are you ready to learn more? Let's begin. Part 1. What is voluntary slavery? So what exactly is voluntary slavery? It's a psychological and social condition where individuals willingly participate in behaviors or systems that limit their freedom, often without realizing it. Unlike traditional slavery, which involves force and coercion, voluntary slavery happens because we choose to conform to societal norms, economic pressures, and manufactured desires. Here are some examples. If you work at a job you don't enjoy just to pay the bills, you're participating in voluntary slavery to the economic system. If you buy things you don't need because ads convince you they'll make you happier, you're enslaved to consumerism. If you seek validation from others through material possessions or social status, you're trapped in a cycle of external approval. Do any of these examples resonate with you? Think about your own life. How many of your choices are driven by genuine needs versus societal expectations? Part 2. How does voluntary slavery work? Now that we know what voluntary slavery is, let's explore how it operates. There are 3 main mechanisms that create and sustain this condition: advertising and media. Modern advertising doesn't just sell products, it sells lifestyles. Companies spend billions studying consumer psychology to craft messages that tap into our deepest fears, desires, and insecurities. They make us believe we need certain things to be happy, successful, or attractive, even when those things don't actually improve our lives. Think about the last thing you bought impulsively. Was it something you truly needed, or did an ad convince you it would enhance your life? Economic systems. Many societies are built around consumption. The more people consume, the stronger the economy grows. This creates pressure to work harder, earn more, and spend more, even if it comes at the cost of personal well-being. Have you ever worked overtime or taken on extra responsibilities just to afford something you thought was necessary? How did that choice affect your happiness? Social pressure. We constantly compare ourselves to others, striving for approval and recognition. This drive for social validation can lead us to pursue wealth, status, or material goods as markers of success, even if they don't bring real fulfillment. When was the last time you felt pressured to keep up with someone else's lifestyle? How did that pressure influence your decisions? Part 3. Why do we accept voluntary slavery? Why do so many of us accept voluntary slavery without questioning it? One reason is that these systems are incredibly effective at shaping our beliefs and their behaviors. From childhood, we're taught to value certain things: money, power, possessions, as indicators of success. Over time, these values become ingrained, making it difficult to see alternatives. Another factor is convenience. It's easier to follow the path society lays out for us than to forge our own way. But while this approach may provide short-term comfort, it often leads to long-term dissatisfaction. Can you think of a time when you chose the easy option over the fulfilling one? How did that decision impact your life? Part 4. Breaking free from voluntary slavery. The good news is that voluntary slavery isn't permanent. With awareness and effort, anyone can break free. Here are some steps to help you start. Question everything. Before making a decision, ask yourself, is this truly what I want? or am I being influenced by external factors? For example, before buying something, consider whether it aligns with your core values. Simplify your life. Reduce unnecessary consumption and focus on experiences rather than possessions. Minimalism can free up time, energy, and resources for things that matter most. Practice mindfulness. Spend time reflecting on your thoughts, emotions, and motivations. Meditation, journaling, and other mindfulness practices can help you connect with your inner self and clarify your priorities. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage authenticity and growth. When you're surrounded by like-minded individuals, breaking free becomes easier. Which of these steps resonates with you the most? What's one small change you could make today to move toward greater freedom? Part 5 and the last, real-life impacts of voluntary slavery. Voluntary slavery isn't just a theoretical concept. It has real-world consequences. People trapped in this cycle often experience stress, burnout, and unhappiness despite achieving conventional markers of success. They may accumulate wealth but feel empty inside, or achieve high social status but lack meaningful connections. On the flip side, those who break free report increased satisfaction, clarity, and purpose. By prioritizing intrinsic values over external pressures, they create lives that align with their true selves. Have you ever noticed a disconnect between your achievements and your happiness? How might redefining success on your own terms change your life? Understanding voluntary slavery is the first step toward breaking free. By recognizing the forces that shape our choices and taking intentional action, we can reclaim our autonomy and live authentically. If you enjoyed this discussion and found it helpful, please give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Remember, freedom begins when you choose to see beyond the illusions. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep seeking your truth. See you soon!